Chat's probably empty, Kyle, because I didn't schedule this one. I didn't put it out there on social media. Um, didn't know if I was going to stream or not because I went to the dentist this morning, but finished up quickly. Went to Golf Galaxy, goofed off for a little bit. Now here I am. Got a chip in the old tooth fixed. So we're starting off the week right. How about that show yesterday, though? No, last match, I didn't know what I wanted to cheer for, what I wanted to happen. Marshall, Simo, both very good friends. Um, it's just like whatever happens, happens. I want to see Simo dominate and be great because he's obviously great. And I thought he threw it absolutely perfect. Two shots that were maybe a little slow, but other than that, he's just one of those guys. I feel like when he throws it, it just never looks like he misses. It looks like it's always Lane's fault. The rack attack? I mean, the sneak attack, Heath. It's not a rack attack. If it was a rack attack, it probably would have missed Hedford more than it did. But, to win big tournaments like that, you got to get breaks. Marshall got his breaks, took advantage of them. Now he's a major champion. Yeah, we'll see. I thought EJ making the show kind of solidified Player of the Year for him. I don't know how much weight the guys, as far as voting, are going to carry with the playoffs. If I know the guys, because we're the people that vote on Player of the Year, it's going to be EJ. Even if Marshall wins the playoffs, he'll have the most titles. But I just think the consistency that EJ's had, made more than half the shows, made 8 shows out of 14 events. Can't really fault that. How much does the mental game change from qualifying to match play to TV show? Obviously, more pressure, but anything else? Mental game. I don't know if it changes much. It's different for certain people. Like for me, I feel like the longer I bowled, like if I actually, made the cut, made the match play, made to the TV show, the more confident I got, and I feel like the better I got as the week goes on. Some people very good qualifying and just not very good match play bowlers, so it's different for most people. But me, I've always felt like I was an awful qualifying bowler. It's like I would always think about what I can do on the lane, multiple things, multiple possibilities, but then it kind of it tightens up a little bit in match play. It's like, oh, you kind of know what you have to do, and then it makes it for me. It was a little bit easier in match play, or even if it was a cashers round or something like that. But as far as mental game and process, I feel like it's not too different. Oh no. Yeah, the long tournaments. It's tough. That's why the really good bowlers are always there because they know when to just be patient. They never panic when things go bad. And when the lanes are gettable for them, they get them. Some other guys who are really good bowlers, but aren't really those top tier echelon bowlers. Um, they'll get really high when the highs are high, and they'll get a little bit too low when the lows are low. So it's all about just managing that roller coaster, and trusting your abilities and trusting what you're going to do is going to be right, and living with the results. Who bowled this weekend? Anybody bowl this weekend? No, nobody bowled this weekend. 221 average. Jeez, gotta calm it down there. What happened last week? You're hoping to repeat it? Did you shoot 800? Guys, how good was Darren on the PBA Elite League show, though? Didn't miss. 5 for 5. Jana, you should come home for the first week. Just a bowl. You need 9 weeks to qualify for the year-end payout now. Couldn't get on the golf course. That's tragic. I played yesterday. It's about the worst I've hit in 2 years. Golf swing's in shambles currently. What's for lunch? You guys probably don't have it in the UK. Rallies. Best fries in the fast food game. Checkers in some places, rallies in other places. I don't know where the regions change from checkers to rallies, but out here it's rallies. You've seen increase in sales after a major tourney win by the brand sponsor that won. Um, in here we don't see too much of a spike. Certain balls maybe, but not really a direct correlation. Like I don't get people in here saying, "Oh, I saw Marshall throwing the GB5. I would like one." Um, not too often. Any plans to go back on tour? No. Lightning Blackout. I'd like to throw it on more stuff. I've literally just thrown it on like beat up house shot twice. Um, like I said in the video, for me, it's definitely going to Open Championships. You know, it's got that REX where I feel like it's clean, controllable, unique numbers, which I like, stability. So I feel like it's something I can hopefully use a lot out there. But I'm seeing a lot of like attention stars and stuff like that. So I was originally planning to bring the DNA coil. Maybe I'll bring attention star. I do teach / give lessons, mainly only on Saturdays at 3 p.m. here at Holiday. Or I have a Patreon you can join. If you join the second tier, you'll have full access to me in my Discord. You can ask me questions anytime. And that way, it's in the Discord. You can follow up on things that were said, unlike a lesson where you're going to have to try to remember. So there's that. Check out the Patreon. Good morning. How are you? Hello. What's everybody got playing this week? Who's got something exciting? Yeah, so ball surfaces change because you have a ball that has a certain surface, and you have a lane surface that has a certain surface. When those two objects rub together, they're going to try and come to the same surface. So that's why your dull balls will get a little bit shinier, and your shiny balls get a little bit duller. That's it. Yeah, so if you want your out of the box surface per se every time like you bowl league, you're probably going to want to hit it every week. An optimal, what is it, 2,000 grit, 3,000 grit? I should know that. But whatever it is, whatever surface you want it at, hit it every week. Excision build? What is that? Bowling app. That's cool. My go-to bowl to use on high volume. The go-to bowl to use on high volume. Typically a deeper bowl if you've got a higher volume of whatever liquid it is you're trying to carry. Deeper bowl. Preferably one with a spout, just in case you got to pour whatever it is that's high volume out. Yeah, deeper bowl. Just answering the question, guys. Just answering the question. Oh, ball. Higher volume, you're more than the volume, you're going to want to dictate it on a lane surface. But all else being equal, you're going to want a stronger cover for higher volume. That's all I'll say. Man, did I run out of optimal? No, it's attention star. I ran out of attention stars. 10 pins, 7 pins are never bad luck. Never think you got tapped on anything you leave. Maybe for an 8 pin, but never think it's a bad break. There's always a reason why you leave a single pin. 10 pins says your ball is not entering the pocket at the proper angle and trajectory. That's it. The sooner you can get over the fact that single pins are not bad breaks, the sooner you will bowl better. Pro tip. Festival. Wow. Is excision like a person or something? By the way, guys, Parallel Effects Roto Grip shirt. Not very expensive. Even cheaper if you use code MITA at checkout, 10% off. Why can't I strike consistently bowling down and in? I'm not high rev. I bowl from the first dot and arrow. It's always a 10-pin help. Again, not creating enough entry angle into the pocket. A DJ. Yeah, I'm always eating on these streams. It's what we do. It's tradition. You don't like it? Get the fuck out. That's what we do here. Don't bother me. If I was in your live stream, I would not be eating. This is my stream. Not time to eat lunch before the shop opens up. So, like I said, deal with it. Will Jalen beat me once this summer? By the way, guys, that question's from his dad. You already know the answer, but no. Didn't beat me once last year. And I think I'm much better this year with the new change to second knuckle. So, no, he will not beat me. I also get to test patterns for the summer series tomorrow, which is not really fair. But just doing the good work of the people, you know. And they ask me, they want me to test, I'm going to go test. It's a good excuse to practice. Keith, your balls are still here, by the way. Any more Tang v Tang episodes in the making? We've got a good. It's not a Tang v Tang. It's a collaboration. I think it's the first Bold DMC video, the Bold DMC challenge. Coming, if I had to guess, this week. Should be good. I thought it was a lot of fun to make until the end. But it should be good. Pride cometh before the fall. Yeah. Well, with Jalen, his fall came way before any pride. So I just, he would have to bowl incredible, and I would have to bowl very bad for him to beat me. Is the shirt made with jersey material? It's not exactly jersey material, but it is polyester, and it is quite stretchy as well. You can see, very stretchy, very lightweight. I like it. Nice. Let me see if I can see what the materials are. Yeah, 100% polyester, but it's not like the jerseys. It's a little stretchier. That's why you don't strike. You throw a new blue. You should go get yourself a lightning blackout. Comes out May 17th. So take that new blue. You'll put it in the garbage can. You get a lightning blackout. You bowled in a tournament, all 10 guys. you tried to move left, but it seemed like you couldn't get out of their track. Any ideas how to combat it? Move left, hit it harder. That's it. Move left, hit it harder. It's also about being able to control your angles. I mean, it's a pretty broad question. Moving out of their track, it could have just been topography. Um, Hard for me to say. Can't really answer those kind of questions because I would have to see it in order to help you out. But you know, to win a title, would a righty rather shoot a 7 pin or a 10 pin? Both similar make percentages on tour, 10 slightly higher. Personally, I'm more comfortable shooting a 10 pin just because I don't like going across my body. That's why if you've ever seen me shoot left side spares, I shoot them very close to the left side. I try and get my body as straight as possible. With a 10 pin, 6 pin, 10 pin, 3 pin, whatever, my body naturally goes more to the right because it's open. 10 pins are a little more comfortable for me to shoot. Hook at your 7 pins. On a house shot, yeah, why not? But bowling on anything remotely hard, 193 viewers and only 16 likes. Don't like that ratio. Do we have any connects with PWBA? I'm assuming that means bowlers where DMC could make collab content with them. Like we probably could if we asked, or if the schedules worked out and we tried to schedule something with Daria or Verity. It's not like we're unfamiliar with each other. We all know each other. Um, travel to Asia with Daria quite a bit. So I'm sure it could happen. Can you get a call back? No, if you can get your EJ ball. We don't know if we can get it yet, but if you can get it from somewhere else, feel free. That's what I told another guy because we just didn't put pre-orders in for him. So yeah, if you wanna get it from somewhere else, feel free. Can't decide between the harsh or the gem for your big ball, two-handed, speed dominant, advice. Which one I would lean towards? For me, the gem is a bit earlier. It also feels like it transitions a little quicker too. The harsh, little bit. I don't want to say cleaner because it's not clean whatsoever, but doesn't hook quite as early as the gem and feels a little bit smoother. But picking one or the other, you won't miss one. If you pick the gem, you're not gonna be like, oh, I wish I had the harsh reality, or the other way around. Comparative to other businesses, does it take an exorbitant amount of capital to start a pro shop? What are some of the biggest costs? Yeah, it depends if you're starting from scratch or if you're buying a business that already exists. For us, we kind of like bought a business, but then we ended up getting a bunch of new stuff and moving locations and renovating anyway. So it's kind of like we bought a brand new pro shop. Building this new shop was a big cost. The drill press, we got a new drill press. That was a big cost as well. Other than that, all of it's kind of, bowling balls are what they are. You obviously have to, if you want to run a pro shop effectively, I feel like you got to stock up a little bit. So that's a little bit of an upfront cost. But other than that, once it gets rolling, it's pretty ho hum. Yes, you can get the Lightning Black Cat. I have that on order for you. I will order it tomorrow, and it'll show up the week of May 17th, as long as they don't push back the release date. That I can definitely get for you. My favorite ball of all time. I always bounce back and forth, but Hypercell's my go-to answer. Yeah, Hypercell. For those of you who know, you know. Those that don't, no. The road. You got the road to deal with transition lanes. Yeah, hooks. I drilled the same thing for Mary, my wife, for those of you who don't know, as her transition ball down off of like a summit peak. And the cover is just so strong where it brought those balls too close together. And it's like when you want to throw it, when the heads are a little bit hotter or a little bit more cooked, it picks up in the front because that REX is so strong, and the ball still got diff. So the ball plays stronger than it is. That's for sure. Any idea if they'll bring back the cell line? I don't have an idea, but if I ran the whole shebang, it would definitely come back. I thought those were some of our best asymmetric balls. I like the unique numbers of the fact they don't have mega low RG. They're 252, so they felt usable along with a strong cover like the hypercell, and they had like 56 diff still. So still flared a lot. 18 intermediate. You could do a lot of things with cell balls. Yeah, one of the best cores in my opinion. Like if they put REX Pearl on a cell core, I might die and go to heaven. Your issue with the Summit Peak is that it stands up really quick for you. Yeah, for me it does as well. It's because the block is so big. It's got such low RG and such high diff, and the cover is pretty quick response too. So when it sees friction, it's really going to just. So for Heath, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but I drilled this for him a while ago. I drilled it pinned down to kind of smooth out that quick hook stop type deal, and he shot 820 with it out of the box. So maybe if you try another Summit Peak, try a little bit longer pin buffer so it smooths out that transition because the ball still has a lot of diff, so it's still going to flare even if you go pin down. Is it better to throw the road from the left as a two-hander? I mean, you just kind of throw it wherever you need to throw it. Why is Player of the Year so coveted amongst pros? Is there any special exemption or points given with it? And is the cloud? I mean, it's the year-end award, right? And it's another record that you can break. You know, Belmo and Walter have 7. So I'm sure Belmo really wants to get number 8. But it's just a really prestigious award. Like, you were the best for that year. Why wouldn't you want to be Player of the Year? Does my wife still get chances to compete, or she's still on? No, she never bowled on tour. She bowls league on Mondays. She bowls league tonight. I'm debating whether I drill her an Expo and Pearl and bring it to her tonight because she didn't really have a absolute yes or no answer to that if she wanted me to or not. Will me and or Darren be attending Bowl Expo this year? If I had to guess for myself, probably not. I don't even know where it is. Bowl Expo is pretty cool. If you can go, you should go. Ball of the year on tour this year for the Storm guys. It's got to be Attention Star. DNA Coil. DNA Coil is a nice ball. I like that. Oh, Chris is here. Chris is here. It's in Denver. Yeah, I'm probably not going. I would like to go. I'm not going to go though. Does he need help? Hold on, I'll be back. My man's was struggling. I don't know where he went. From England. That's somewhere I would like to visit once in my life. Been to Europe, not England though. Been to Munich. Went to Helsingborg, and I think that's it. My only 2 European trips. I think they typically do have a bowl expo in Florida, so it should be back in Florida at some point. I have heard about the Immortalizer. Is it more of a gimmick? As way, no idea. I don't know how it works. I know that like nobody on tour uses one, but that's because we just rifle through balls so much. It's not really because it works or it doesn't. Um, I don't know. How different is the Lightning Blackout versus the Night Road? Very different. Although they are the same cover and kind of the same color. Instead of Night Road, where you get 257.046, you get 253.029. So you're getting almost half the diff. So it's going to be a lot cleaner through the front part of the lane and a little bit rounder. Just think like it's going to be more IQ Tour ish. How much of a disadvantage do you think bowlers from the 70s, 90s were compared to now, considering how unreal bowling technology is? It's all about adapting to the technology. I don't think they're at an advantage or a disadvantage. I think their skill sets would not translate to modern day bowling balls, but also our skill sets probably wouldn't translate to their conditions in bowling balls. So, um, I mean, I'm sure great players would figure it out, but um, yeah, Chris just texted me to let him in. I unlocked the door. I got to go find him.
Oh, hello, people.
Are you drilling these?
One of them.
Balls, balls, balls. Oh. All right. Go to Italy? I would love to go to Italy. Which one you drilling?
One of them.
I've just been putting them on top. Like, yeah. Jim them in there. But they kind of. What balls do you typically like for Viper on older surfaces? It's black. It's got green labels. It's called a pitch black. Or the blue one with the green label. They don't make anymore. Called the fast pitch. Those are the ones I prefer. On pretty much anything, actually. You don't want the 384?
No, it's about this, right?
No, yeah, I made one. Kind of sucks. They're bringing out a new ball and didn't discontinue one. What a bang job that is. Absolute bang job. Flat 29 feet. What am I using?
Your spare ball.
Yeah, the ball is going very fast at the head pin. Can I ask what Chris Vai, spelled VAI, his next event is going to be? The playoffs, because he's a good bowler and qualified for the playoffs as the 11th seed. So I believe that will be the next PBA event that he will be competing in. Hey, Adam. First time in the chat.
I trade 5 for 1. Do we have another shelf thing?
Yeah, they're down here. Someone gave you a Deviate Thug Life yesterday? Hey, if it fits your hand, and you got it for free, why not? See, this guy said, Chris, did the Summit Peak see any time on the tour amongst the SPI guys? I'm going to answer that for him. No.
I drove one this week.
Did you really? The 3 7/8?
Yep. And through it.
Oh, nice. Never mind. It saw at least one person's worth of action.
I threw it a decent amount at the beginning of the year. Not so much towards it.
But yeah, Attention Star, I feel like, was kind of the ball for the guys. It's kind of the ball. Yeah. That's the ball. Attention Star is the one you want. Anything besides the pitch black on Viper? I mean, that's a very broad question. You should just bring a wide variety of bowling balls and then just go bowl. A nice, versatile, 6-ball bag. My take on Marshall running through the stepladder. I mean, everybody loves Marshall, so we love the fact that he can finally win a major. 2 titles this year, so we are nothing but happy for our guy. Marshall has indeed had a hell of a season. Any tips for a 2-handed bowler bowling on long and short oil patterns? Hit the one in front. How about Brad and Kyle getting some work done to end the season? That was nice to see. Obviously, Brad was relegated to the PTQ life this year, so to get into match play for the TOC, which is the hardest PTQ to get out of. Any new plans or ideas for the shop? Heath, how about you? You have an idea of a plan for the shop? How about the spend a day with Heath Hartgrove special? Any word on how bad EJ's shoulder is? I have no clue.
Start the room.
Yeah. Career ending. Heard it here first. From an anonymous competitor on the PBA tour. Career ending. Start the rumor, guys. You have an Infinite and Zen. You want a ball that hooks earlier? Go out and get yourself a Eternity Pie. Used to bowl 5 nights a week, so you're a psychopath. Okay. You need new equipment? Hey, TV Bowling Supply. That'll be your place. Can we power rank the top 4 in order for Player of the Year this year? EJ and then 3 other people. Is Bill still on top 2? He might have maybe slid to 3rd because he still only has the 1 title. So Marshall's got the major now with another title and made a good handful of shows. So
5 top 10s.
Yeah, 5 top 10. Good.
5 top 10s, 2 wins.
Put him in like second or third. Second, yeah. More quality finishes than Kyle. So Kyle just kind of like blew his load whenever he had the chance, but the load didn't blow very often. Is it bad to go from 15 to 14, or is it just an ego thing for most bowlers? I mean, if it helps you. Like, if I felt like I was much better 14 pounds, I would definitely just do it. But I don't have an ego about it. If 12 pounds is helping me strike wide, they're 12. Oh, question for Chris. Exercise routine for two-handed bowlers.
Legs and core. I mean, I feel like it's no different for two-handers than one-handers.
Squat until you can't walk.
And then go bowl 8 games.
And then bowl 8 games. Squat till you can't walk, and then when you can't walk, you lay on the ground, you do crunches. And then when those give out, you get up and you try and walk again.
Yeah, legs and core, though. It's for any bowler.
And make sure you have enough reverse pitch in your fingers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're properly fit. It's not an exercise, but it can prevent some injuries. This is yours or mine?
That's mine. What was yours? Mine now. My moneymaker from last year. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sadomasochistic exercise routines by us. We want 27 sets of 15 squats holding a 3-ball tote. And then when you pass out, lay on the ground. And then 1 bowling ball in each hand. And you do 53 sets of 20 crunches. And there you go.
And we do not accept any liability for anything that happens.
Yep. Rate your arsenal, 14 pounds. 0 out of 10 because you didn't send any bowling balls. All right. Does anybody have any other riveting questions? If not, I'm going to turn this off and do something productive.
We go buffer should give courtesy.
I don't know, man. Ball hooks.
2.5.
Yeah.
5.
5. Penalty in his thumb. Another Viper? No, I didn't see any more Viper questions. Your question's very broad, and I don't answer broad questions.
Viper is just a name. Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, is it the 36-foot Viper, the 37-foot Viper, the 38-foot Viper? Is it the 2007 Viper? Is it the 2023 Viper? Don't matter.
Patterns shouldn't have names.
Will Chris be joining the live stream more often since the season's over? I have no clue.
Season's not over.
Season's not over. Season's not over. That's right. Job's not finished. HPLs. Oh, if it's HPLs, then just throw the pitch black. That's all you need. How much for a Saturday lesson? I believe we both charge $100 an hour, but Chris's lessons are not exclusive to Saturday. It's more exclusive to his schedule, which is very fluid. Very fluid, like the ocean. Do you carry anti-venom when you bowl the Viper? No, I just carry a lot of urethane balls. All right, last chance, last question. 5, 4, 3, 3.5, 2, 1.5, 1, 3/4. All righty, we're out of here. We'll see you most likely next week. No dentist appointments or anything. So live stream will be back next week. We should be pretty consistent from here on out. All right. See ya.